Keenan one more time. I love that she went out for a handshake, and I'm like, no, give it to me. I'm creepy. I'm an Arab, but nobody believes me because I come up here and I'm all happy. Nobody even believes I'm an immigrant because I don't wear dress shoes with sweatpants anymore. It's weird. It's a weird time to be a Middle Eastern person. I think it's easy to demonize people when they're invisible, right? There's no Arabs on TV. The only time people see Arabs on TV is when they're doing wacky things. You guys are seeing just the crazy Muslims, but what about Muslims like me? Muslims that love weed and women and whiskey. What about me? I can't exist. Why can't I exist? The only thing I pray 5 times a day to is yoga pants. What about me? We don't have a TV show. That's the problem. There's no TV show for Arabs, right? Like Will and Grace did amazing things for the gay community. Good Times did amazing things for the black community. I used to say the Cosby Show, but that's not true anymore. But nobody's made a TV show for Arabs yet. Nobody's made it. Everybody loves Ahmed. Nobody's done that. Or the Fresh Prince of Bahrain. That'd be amazing. Or Game Changer, exactly. Thank you. How I Met Your Mothers is my favorite, actually. Because there's 5. So yeah, I am a brown person, and I'm not taking on any more white friends. Listen, it's nothing against white people, it's just a temporary ban. Temporary ban until we figure out what's going on! Who are these new Nazis? They're garbage! The old Nazis would hate the new Nazis, right? Khakis and a polo shirt? Who are you, the hateful Honda guys? Is that who you are? Nice haircuts, dickheads. You look like a movie poster for racist and racist Fucking jerks. As if it's not hard enough to be an immigrant. You know how hard it is to be it's not easy being an immigrant. You know how hard it is to leave your country, leave your family, leave everything you know behind just for the love of your kids? That's amazing. That's badass. That's more American than anything else I've ever heard of, right? That's what the Founding Fathers did. It's not easy, right? We moved here when I was 8 years old. I remember it really well. It took us 3 years. 3 years of doing research together, praying together, hoping for a better life. 3 years. And then we got to America. It took us 3 days to feel stupid. It's true. We got to America confident on October 28th. And then 3 days later, on October 31st, we had the scariest night of our lives. We had no idea what Halloween was. No idea. Imagine being a little 8-year-old Egyptian boy. Every 10 minutes, another monster's knocking at the door. I'm like, why did we move here? We didn't know this happened one Thursday or every Thursday. We didn't know. 3 little kids dressed like Batman rung our doorbell. I'm like, Mom, 3 little Muslim women want Snickers. I can say it. I'm allowed to say it. I asked Islam. They're like, it's okay. It's okay. I felt bad for my dad the most, because when you're a dad, you still want to be a dad. Even if you immigrate to a new country, you still want to be a dad. You still want to give advice when your kid's confused, right? But he gave terrible advice. My dad gave me American answers to Arab questions. He was terrible. I remember going up to my dad, I'm like, hey Dad, I'm having trouble at school, these kids are mean to me, they're picking on me. He's like, you know, take a football to school, which is a soccer ball, by the way. Do you know how much you guys unreasonably hated soccer in the 80s? Hated soccer. But it's like, take a football to school, say, play with me, be my friend. It's easy. And I'm like, okay, Dad, I'm going to do that. So I get to school in my 3-piece suit and rolling luggage. That's how they sent me to school. All the other kids were in jeans and a t-shirt. I looked like I was on my way to a real estate conference in Phoenix. So I go to school, I'm like, hey, football, you want to play football with me? Play football? They're like, no! That's soccer! Soccer's gay! I'm like, what? That's gay? I didn't know it was gay. Really? Soccer's gay? He's like, no, that's not football. That's soccer. Soccer's gay. American football, that's a man's sport. I'm like, well, please show me how to play. And he goes, get behind me, homo! I'm very confused by this sport. Felt worse for my dad. Like my dad became a homophobe unintentionally. It wasn't his fault. There just weren't no gay people outdoors in Egypt, right? He didn't see gay people. Then we got to America, there were gay people everywhere. I don't think he had anything against gay people. I just think he really wanted grandkids. So that made him homophobic. And his homophobia reached a peak when I was in high school, because that's when I was really into Prince. So my dad walks in my bedroom, he sees this poster of this gorgeous man. And he goes, what is this? He isn't gay. And I'm like, he's not a gay, he's Prince, he's a symbol. And he goes, no, he isn't gay. And he ripped down the poster, took my Prince albums, walked out of my room. I was devastated, man, I love Prince. I think he felt bad, came back in my room a few days later, gave me some of his albums. He goes, listen to these guys. These are real men. See that guy right there? That's a cowboy. And he earns his living by the sweat of his brow. And that other one, that's a construction worker. And that's an Indian and a policeman. Those are men. And I'm like, those are young men. This is why I'm single. I'm too mixed up. Too mixed up, right? I date women and then they get married immediately after they date me. This, imagine. Like, I don't even date women. I just foster them until they find forever homes. Thanks a lot, you guys.